he had a decision to make. Does he keep riding with those guys, or does he bring the starters back in with 4 or 5 minutes left? Well, he rode with the bench guys, and it left Marc Gasol on the bench, and he wasn't happy about that. And truthfully, I want my best player to be angry about not playing in the fourth quarter. I want him to say, hey, look, I'm the guy that can help you win this game. I want to be out there. And so they just seemingly couldn't get on the same page. And, you know, it's a tough spot for management to be in. But if you feel like it's not working with your best player and your coach and there doesn't seem to be a way to fix it, then you have a tough decision to make. And I think David Fizdale's a good coach. I think he's going to coach again as a head coach in this league. I think a lot of people are maybe unfairly criticizing Marc Gasol for it. But, you know, these things do happen. And it's unfortunate when they do, because you have a lot of speculation as to why, and really the only people that can truly answer that are up in the front office, and they made the decision, and we have to move forward with that.
You're listening to Cowbell Kingdom
with Leo Biaz and Dustin Brickbill. Here is Leo and Dustin.
Welcome into episode 322 of Cowbell Kingdom. Dustin Brickbill alongside Leo Biaz right here on Cowbell Kingdom on many platforms. Hey, Leo, we have a new platform, don't we, though?
We do. We are officially on Spotify. The last week, Almighty Baller Network became a member of the Spotify Nation. So I want to welcome everybody. If you do have Spotify, follow us on Spotify. Make sure you have those notifications turned on, because this podcast will be straight fire. And I'm glad that you're back, Dustin, coming off a great vacation for you. I'm just kidding. Dustin's been hustling, guys. But yeah, we want to end this podcast on a good note. The first topic and the most relevant topic is the Kings did not play well last night, Dustin. Once again, they showed why they are the Kings, because they perform well against the Cavs. But they just don't play well against bad teams. They played bad against the Clippers the night before. They came back after a huge victory and just laid an egg in the first half. I just don't get it, Dustin.
Probably, you know what? You could recap this to coming off that high of the win, beating the Cavaliers, and then just having an off day, because we tend to see this in
they probably
sports
party
in general.
too much.
Partying, the hype was real on Twitter. Everybody was going crazy, but still, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers you guys beat. But they have off nights too. So,
correct.
And the Kings need to realize that you can't go from a high and then go back to a low. You have to find a way to win the next game. But last night they didn't do that.
Yeah, and shout out to Devin Booker. The kid played well. Every time he is in the lineup, the Suns are a different team. And it showed last night. With him in the lineup, they have a different type of, well, what's that word I'm looking for? That
swag.
Yeah, I mean, swag. The Suns are an okay team when he's in there. And last night, he hit big-time buckets on Bogdanovich, on Buddy Hield, pretty much on anybody that was in front of him, on Willie Cauley-Stein. The kid can play.
Yeah, this kid can drop, like 20 and really quick,
yeah,
actually.
I mean, he scored 70-something, or 70 against the Celtics last season.
It's crazy how good this kid, and he was underrated coming out of college, and he's underrated in the NBA, and he's maybe one of the next stars in the NBA. It's going to be fun to watch for years in Phoenix. Hopefully they can keep him, because they could build the nucleus around him and make him the franchise player. Unlike Eric Bledsoe didn't want to be there because of ownership in a couple situations. But they just, I think Devin Booker is really fun to watch, and people in Sacramento maybe finally realized that last night, because once the Suns have him, he can go real fast.
Yeah, and something that I noticed too is when I spoke to Bagot, a reporter for the Suns, on one of the last 3 podcasts, he had mentioned that they're really trying to use him as a James Harden type player as a point guard. I know he came into the league as a shooting guard, but with today's ball dominant guys, it makes sense to have a guy like him play the point, because he does have a handle, he does have vision to facilitate for others, at the same time make the right decisions. And if the shot's there for him, the shot's there for him. And last night it was there for the kid. But going back